Good morning. It is me, the holistic healer, here with you today to talk to you about 111 ways to learn how to fly. First, love you. This is reason and way number one. Acceptance. Yeah, acceptance. It's the number one first step in learning how to fly, learning how to first love you. Why is that? Well, the thing is that when we're moving through life and things keep remaining the same, that's because we are doing the same things over and over, right? So when we decide that we want to empower ourselves and rather than encouraging a situation to stay the same, we bring in acceptance, okay? Acceptance then empowers us to move through the experience and uncover the opportunity for personal growth, right? And spiritual development. That may have first been hidden by situations going on in our lives that we aren't seeing the bigger picture. But then when we bring acceptance in, yeah, it's like that. Looking at a challenging set of circumstances. We all have been there where we have a challenging set of circumstances right in front of us, right? And we have this resistance with it. Like we think we need to stay here and figure it out and let our mind monkeys control the situation. But when we do that, acceptance can come in when we decide to bring acceptance in, right? Then we realize that the resistance is preventing us from being able to see the truth, and to grow through the opportunity that life is bringing us. However, when you bring in acceptance, then you can see more realistically what's happening and you are able to better respond with greater awareness, right? So basically, when you bring acceptance into your life, then you shall grow and obtain more power and wisdom. You become a lot more capable of receiving that divine assistance that's trying to come in and help you. But when we don't accept things for what they are, we try to create what we think they are, ego brain, that is completely like biting the divine hand that is trying to feed us, guys. Okay. So even if a situation seems challenging, when you bring acceptance into it, that's like the key to transforming it. Okay. Acceptance always will bring relief to your heart, right? It empowers you to take that step forward on your spiritual path in life, right? In every path in life. Acceptance is always presenting to you the bigger picture, the acceptance that this might not be exactly what I wanted it to be, and this might not be where I thought it was going to be, but I accept it for what it is. And when you can get in a place where you accept things for what they are, then you can see it more clearly. You bring in that divine heart energy, right? And when you're bringing in that divine heart energy, new opportunities arise, okay? When you trust in the universe indefinitely, no matter what appears to be happening in your life, you bring in acceptance and you just trust that it is safe to trust and that life is supporting you, and that whatever's for your highest and best good is what's happening, that your life is not in fact falling apart. It's coming together, right? We're just removing areas that are not serving, okay? So when we bring acceptance in to our hearts, it becomes easier, and it then feels more natural and more joyful. We can see it from a different perspective when we accept that that's probably not what was best for me. So, it can seem like self-preservation to resist the situation that appears to be unpleasant or undesirable. Like we want to resist that, right? And it's self-preservation. We go into this inside, like, I'm going to go in my cocoon and nobody can hurt me type of thing. But we need to remember that although that's okay temporarily, we must not stay there. We cannot fly if we're there. We cannot. We also cannot first love you if we stay there, okay? So when it appears to be unpleasant or undesirable, like situations in your life, like it might be, a relationship that you're stuck in that you cannot grow. You are literally grown this far and the other person is still down here and you're like, come on, please grow with me. Come on, I don't want to end this relationship. Please grow with me. Please, 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 please. And you've done all you can and they're not seeing it. Acceptance that it is what it is. Let it be what it's going to be. Thank them and say, you know what? I have to take this journey forward on my own. I love you from afar, right? Because when you do that and you accept that not all relationships, not all people are going to grow with you, then, right, you end the relationship, right? Because it's what's best for you and it's what's best for them. Because as frustrated as you are, believe you me, they're frustrated too. So for the highest and best good of all, then you both end up taking the paths you need to take. You're not stopping each other anymore. You're not destroying each other anymore. You're not stopping each other from reaching your divine destiny, right? So this could be, instead of looking at it as a devastating event, with acceptance in your heart, right? You could see it maybe as an opportunity of huge growth and expansion on taking flight for yourself, right? It's the next perfect steps to your journey. It's just a matter of perspective, right? So no matter what the situations in your life seem to be, sending to you or supporting you, or whether the timing of things seem to coincide with the timing you think would be best for you, or, for the unfoldment of your dreams, it is safe to always accept what is happening. It is best to always have acceptance of what is happening for your own good, okay? The universe only ever closes a door to you if it would not lead you to where you most need to go, okay? So sometimes acceptance can seem foolish at first because, as though you're surely feeling like you must fight for what it is that you want, and you feel like you need to have courage and determination to make that relationship work, right? And you think that if you do that, you'll overcome the obstacle, and, but when you bring acceptance into the bigger picture of what's happening in your life, it requires you to grow, to bloom, to blossom, to flourish, right? In order to do that, it requires strength of your mind, body, and soul. Yet there's a difference between fighting against life and growing through the challenges that seem to be presenting themselves to you, right? But without ultimate trust in the divine, trust in the universe, trust in yourself first, right? Without that, you may end up seriously putting energy into fighting against the very situation that is trying to help you align with your divine destiny, right? So it's always wiser to accept what is happening and ask yourself and ask the universe, how can I best respond to this? You guys, acceptance definitely does not mean you give up the fight. It means you learn to fight from your heart, okay? You learn to grow and you learn to trust in the life's guiding hand that's all around you, okay? Rather than pushing against it, or like I said, biting the divine hand that's trying to feed your soul, that's trying to help you on your journey, right? So always know and always accept that there is always information around you that you cannot see yet, okay? There's always a bigger picture in some way. So what is happening is serving you lovingly to fulfill your divine destiny without exception. Okay? So with trust, with acceptance, you can continue to take that journey. Even if the full understanding of why something is happening the way it is eludes you at the moment. Even if you can't see it at the moment, you trust in the bigger picture, right? So the understanding of how something is helping you, even if at first it seems to be a hindrance, right? It may come to you or it may not. But you may come to fully understand the mysterious workings of divine love in every area of your life over time. You start to see it. The synchronicities start to come in and you start to feel inspired, right? And when you can accept that I have to leave this situation or this relationship because there's something better for me, then you pull the magic and miracles into your life. Okay, so your choice is either to accept that life loves you, even when you don't understand what's happening, right? Or you could live in distrust and fear, right? But acceptance enables you to live from a loving place with more peace in your heart, more power to grow and evolve through your life's journey, okay? So that is why I say the number one way to learn how to fly, first love you, is to practice acceptance. I love you all very much, and I will see you next time. God bless you.